A. Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala!
Just about 4 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Beautiful Wednesday morning. I hope you're doing well. Robin, what were you doing 11 years ago? Let me think what I was doing. 11 years ago, I had just started this. I was doing this for a few months. I was still kind of learning the ropes of this whole thing here called WOCA. Talk radio. Our next guest was, you know what he was doing? Our next guest was being born. He was born 11 years ago or somewhere around there. We have a very impressive young man on the phone. His name is Walter Levin, and it says here he is 11, so if his middle initial is E, then he'd be Walter 11. No, it makes something silly. It says here he's a fifth grader, and that's probably not unusual for being 11, but he's also a black belt in Taekwondo.
That is cool.
That's pretty amazing. A unicyclist. I think I'll brag a little bit. I ride two wheels when I'm on a bicycle. He's a rock drummer. That's kind of cool. And he ran his first 10K at the age of 8. And by the way, just to make you feel bad, Robbie, he's also an author. He's also written a book. And the book might be about something he wants to do. The book is called The Kid Who Went to the Moon. And is more importantly than what the title suggests, listen to this. It's a novel about following your dreams. Wow. Yeah. 11 years ago he was born. Now all of those accomplishments already. And he has the understanding of this whole business part of publishing to be on the radio, talking to radio geeks like us. Walter, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
Irvine, California.
Well, you got up early, huh? Do you have to go to school today?
No, I'm on break.
Oh, you're on break. Oh, thank goodness. Well, so let's see. It's 3 hours early, so it's 6:05 in your world, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you for being on the air with us today. And I know your dad, Michael, is right there. Are you calling from your home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, gosh, where do we start with you? Tell me about the book. Let's start with that because that's what you're on the air to promote. It's called The Kid Who Went to the Moon. What's this a story about?
It's about a story of a kid named James Gibson whose dream is always to go to the moon, and he has all sorts of challenges, and eventually he breaks through them, and he achieves his dream. He
breaks through to NASA?
Yes.
Is that what he does? He takes the typical route. He doesn't build a rocket ship, right?
No, NASA, like, in the story, it says that he needs $4 million for the rocket ship.
Right.
But NASA said they'll make it $2 million if he can bring that. And there's a contest, and he wins it, and and there are also bullies in the story that he has to deal with as well. And they're trying to make his dream a fail. And some of the bullies kind of like you could say, get through to him and mess up some things, but eventually he does block out everything and make it.
You know, you have a pretty good grasp of what this life is like, don't you? At 11 years old, you've pretty much got it figured out. There are bullies out there, and I'm guessing that the message is don't let anything ever stop you from pursuing your dream, right?
Exactly.
So, is this your dream? Do you want to go to the moon?
Not really.
Not really. but you want to pursue your dreams.
Yes.
And this was just a way of telling that story, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you talk about goal setting. Also, that's what this book reminds me of, because sometimes people will have projects in mind and they'll start them and then they won't ever finish them. But this is a huge undertaking you've done, and you really show that people should, once they have an idea, go for the project and then finish it and accomplish it and then move on to something else.
Yes, that was exactly what the book was. I started on a plane on the way to camp, and then and I completely forgot about it until I got home a couple months later. I found the draft on my dad's computer, and I just continued it. Because at first, I was just, like, you could say I was doodling, but I was writing, just having ideas of what I could write a book about, because I've always wanted to write a book. So I started it. A couple months later, I came home, I finished it, and then it went through the process of being published, and now it's out.
That is really an awesome story. I mean, your story sounds not that different from an author who's 50, 60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing. So one of the questions we often ask some of the other authors, one of the questions we ask is, was there research involved in writing the book? Even though it's fiction, did you have to look up certain facts?
I remember a couple. I was looking up how much a ship cost, but it was all different stuff. So I eventually just made up $4 million.
Okay, you just made that up, but at the same time, you did have to understand. So in writing the book, did you learn something about anything involved in the book? Like, did you learn about fundraising, for example? No.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I did, because he was on a bunch of shows. He was getting money from YouTube. He was getting money from everywhere.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what getting a weekly swirly in the school toilet means. Can you tell me what that is?
Yeah, it was a joke. Cause, like, I've seen a lot of like cartoons and stuff like that. They would show people putting people's heads in toilets.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was just a little joke.
They flushed the toilet. Oh, is that what the bullies are doing in the book?
What was that?
Is that what the bullies are doing? They're giving people swirlies?
Well, one of the times, I guess.
There are a few illustrations
You guys
in
know about
the
that.
book. Did you? No, I never did that.
Yeah, there's a long story about the illustrations. First,
Okay.
My friend Brian was starting out to do them because he's like amazing at drawing. So first he did draw about 11 or 12 sketches or drawings
Right.
for the book. And as soon as they were about to be put in to the book in format, his mom, I don't know what happened. She just didn't like the idea of it and stuff like that.
Oh.
But then after that, the formatter, she asked me what kind of pictures I wanted. I told her. She gave me pictures of them, and I approved them. And there's one really funny picture I like, but I'd rather not spoil it.
You don't want to spoil it, okay?
No.
Well, okay. Well, there's a few good pictures in it. So who actually did the picture? She did?
No, it was a website for images.
Oh, okay. So you, again, you've illustrated or you've spoken about something that other authors who are much older than you have had the same experience. They have to recognize that they need help. If you need an artist, for example, or an editor or anything else, you went out and you found that help. And you also had the disappointment part of it too. That happens. I mean, your life is like fast forwarding everywhere. Your mom and dad must be really smart. Can I just say there must be something about their way of bringing you up that made you so intuitive about these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree, right? Dad's okay?
Yeah.
And you're a Boston Red Sox fan? I see the hat on the picture in the back of the book.
Yes, we're both Boston Red Sox fans.
You and your dad? Have you gone to any of the games?
Yeah, last year, the same time I was writing the book, we actually flew down to Boston. I went to camp in New York. We went to Boston, and we saw a Yankees Red Sox game that night. And
Oh man!
it lasted for it lasted like 4.5 hours. It ended at 1 a.m.
Oh wow! Well, that's kind of like going to the moon. If you're in California and you gotta get to Boston, I mean that's a pretty. And did you raise the money for that flight?
No. It was
No.
all my dad.
You just used Dad's card, right?
I like the way your dialogue is in the book, and you're a really, really funny writer. I enjoy the line where it says, the character is saying, I miss my parents and Anthony and even my sister. And usually that's a really good depiction of the way siblings feel about each other.
Yeah, because in the beginning of the story, he's completely mad at her because of what she's watching on TV. He wants to watch his thing, and so in space, he's just like he's scared. He's worried. Doesn't know what's going to happen. Because there were a couple rocket failures in the past, and he didn't want to be another one. So he was just there the entire time.
No. So in the book, your character is using the media to try to raise money on Good Morning America and the Tonight Show. I think you mentioned you're doing that right now. Of course, we're not the Tonight Show, but is that? Do you have any scheduled appearances to be on any of the big shows?
No, but me and my brother, we started a YouTube channel a couple months ago. And at first it was about this thing, I don't know if you know about it, it's called a rainbow loom. It's that rubber band thing for bracelets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Started doing tutorials for that, like how-to videos. And they got really popular, like hundreds of thousands of views. And so we put up ads, and we started earning money from them. So far we earned about $200.
Wow.
So it's going up by the day, so...
Wow, so you're showing people how to use their rainbow looms to make different designs of what does it normally make? Bracelets out of rubber bands? Is that what it does?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. Hundreds of thousands of hits. Do you know how many people are trying to have hundreds of thousands of hits, and you were able to do it? So how did you promote the videos? Was it just a matter of luck?
Yeah, we didn't have any sort of promotion together.
I really,
It was really popular at the time.
I really enjoy the fact that your character in the book doesn't just have one thing that he's competing for. That there are different things, like when he was doing the baseball thing, swinging the bat for the number of hits.
hmm
Did you go to that space camp in Alabama?
No.
Because you seem so very knowledgeable about gravity and other things in space.
No, I didn't.
You know, he rides a unicycle, so he would be very familiar with gravity.
No, that's right. That's right.
So tell me about the unicycle. How long have you ridden a unicycle?
I started unicycling a couple of years ago. Like one day, my brother Isaac, he started juggling before that, and there's a juggling convention they held once a month for jugglers and unicycles at this place. And one time I decided to go, and we met this guy named Cody Williams. He's an amazing unicyclist, juggler, balloon. He does balloon animals. He does this other thing with balls. It's really cool. And so he unicycle. He do every trick imaginable. And after that, Isaac, my twin brother, he wanted to get one, so he got one. He learned how pretty fast. It was like 2 weeks, and then I decided to get one. So when mine came, he taught me how. We both pretty much learned by ourselves because when he was gone, I kept practicing. And if you do get one, you are gonna fall down countless amount of times. But at the end, it's all worth it.
So Isaac is your twin brother? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah,
Twin.
my
Okay.
brother Isaac. Yeah.
Wow. So when you are watching YouTube videos, have you ever seen somebody riding a unicycle that has a gyroscope in it, and it doesn't require the rider to keep it balanced? The gyroscope keeps it balanced. Have you seen this new unicycle? It's a motorized unicycle. Have you seen it?
Oh no.
So, well, I thought, isn't that cheating?
Yeah, I would think.
If you have a gyroscope keeping you balanced, that's cheating. So did you fall down a lot when you first started learning?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
I fell down a lot of times.
I like how you do the comparisons about the gravity and everything about the orange juice. You write in there. You're very a very matter of fact but comedic writer in your scenarios in your book.
Okay, thanks. Also, I'd like to mention that when me and my brother, we were in Las Vegas with my dad this year.
Yeah.
We were on a guy named Jeff Civilico. We were on his show, and we got to unicycle on it for about a minute.
Oh, you did?
wow.
Oh, TV show?
No, live in Las Vegas.
Oh, live.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's so
Oh, wow.
cool.
Well, how'd that happen? Did he?
I'm not sure. I think like my dad got in contact with him, and it's actually on YouTube. We took a video of it.
Oh, really?
We made a whole video of our trip to Las Vegas.
Oh,
And you
wow.
can check that out. Yeah.
So what do you the book is going to do well. I mean, that's a given. It's a well-written book. It's a wonderful story. It's got a wonderful, real, deep meaning to it, which I think every human being should pay attention to, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart or whatever. It is to never give up on your dream. It's something that I've believed all my life. I've always wondered. I've always wondered about this, Walter. When you see people who do well in this lifetime, you see people who have followed their dreams. And I've often wondered if maybe some people don't have dreams, because there are some people who just basically, they get a job they don't like. And at the end of the day, they go home and sit on the couch and watch a TV show that is really created by somebody else who was following his or her dream.
Right.
And I don't know why some people. Actually, I believe that everybody does have a dream, but I don't believe that everybody believes that they can pursue it. So I think that's why your story is important, because you're kind of encouraging people to do that, especially young readers.
Yeah. I had a lot of dreams before, like to get my black belt in Taekwondo, to learn how to ride a unicycle, because I always thought it'd be cool to ride it around, because I still do. Like, I take it out and I ride it around a lake I live right next to. There's a lot of people there.
Right.
And they're just going to be, like, speechless about it, because, like, they can tell I'm a kid, I'm a young kid, and I'm riding a unicycle. And also,
Yeah.
I also always wanted to be a drummer. All my family, except for my dad, they all play the piano. And I tried it, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like the feel of it. So I started drums, and I did become really good at it. But then I took a break, and I'm hoping I can get back to it. But I still know pretty much a lot of stuff.
Wow. Wow.
And that says and that says something about your individuality too. You're not afraid to pursue a passion and a career that you feel passionate about and that somebody else wants you to do.
Yeah. And also, the 10K I ran, it's a 6-mile race. I forget where it was. It was in Santa Monica.
Uh-huh.
And I was 8 years old. I did it with my brother. And it took a long time. But eventually we did make it to the finish line. It was so exciting, because it was the craziest thing at the time that I've ever done.
That's amazing.
Wow.
We feel, you are very mature for 11 years old, by the way. Our guest is Walter Levin. He's out in California. Where in California are you?
Orange County, Irvine, California.
Orange County, okay. So Santa Monica's not too far from you. You're close.
Yeah, just an hour.
Okay. Walter is in the 5th grade, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Holds a black belt in Taekwondo, is a unicyclist, a rock drummer. He ran a 10K at the age of 8, and he's written a book. The book is called The Kid Who Went to the Moon, and it's a wonderfully written story. I've got more questions, so many more questions, but the bigger picture here is he is showing other young people and other older people too that following your dreams is a pretty nice way to kind of make your way through this lifetime, and to always follow your dreams. Despite, earlier you mentioned the fact that when bullies or naysayers try to discourage you, that you should just ignore them. I love that part of this message too, Walter. We have a phone call. You ready to speak to somebody out there in Radioland?
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the air. Radioland.
So also,
Hey, good morning, Walter. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Hi, Walter. This is Lauren. I just love listening to you, and I think it's so wonderful that you've taken your dreams, which we all really have, and you're motivating and helping other kids and adults out here, because we all need to just really do these things and try them and be responsible for for what we do and don't wait for somebody else all the time. And I love your idea about ignoring bullies because they don't really feel good about themselves, right? And by just ignoring them, probably the best thing. And I'm going to get a hold of your book, and I love it, and I want to try to get one and put it in our local library. I just wanted to say thank you. You sound like such a great kid. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, well, very nice call. She's going to put your book in the library. How about that? Is the book available as an ebook?
It's available actually as a hard copy.
Hard
you can
copy?
Go to my website, spacekidbooks.com, and there's information about it. You can read about it, and you can buy the book.
SpaceKidBooks.com. Now, you're on break right now. Has the book already made the rounds in your school?
Not yet.
Not yet. So is it a babe magnet? Are you getting lots of girlfriends? Are the girls
He's not telling.
Are the girls coming forward saying, "Hey, I like your book"?
I'm not sure. I haven't really put out the book yet.
Oh, okay, it's not even that. So we have the privileged one of the couple of copies here.
Yes, we do.
We will give away the copies that you sent us, Walter, because we want to share them with our listeners, and I want to make sure they can buy them, though. So you already told us your website, spacekidbooks.com. Is it also on like Amazon and all the others?
Yeah, it's on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay.
And do you have another book in mind right now? Is it going to be a sequel to this one, the same characters?
Yeah, I actually already wrote it. It's, the kid who went to Mars.
Oh, wow.
Oh, his dreams are a little bigger. Now he's going to Mars.
That's pretty awesome.
So you've gone to Boston. I guess the next, what would it be? Sydney, Australia, or something?
I'm going to New York. I'm going to Yankee Stadium this year.
Going to Yankee Stadium. All right.
Oh, that's pretty
cool.
but
that's the enemy, isn't it, for you? You're a Boston Red Sox fan.
Yeah, we would be seeing them play the Red Sox, but this year they're not there at the time.
You have quite a bit of dialogue in your book, and I always find dialogue intriguing. I love the fact that you're able to carry on a conversation with the written word.
Mm-hmm. So, also, there are blurbs on the back of the book. I don't know if you've heard of these authors, but Dan Gutman, best-selling author of like My Weird School series and The Homework Machine and the Genius Files, a lot, like over 100 books that I've read and I enjoy. And I also got a message from Jeff Swampy Marsh, and the co-creator of Phineas and Ferb, the TV show that they play on Disney. And I got to meet him like this last year, I think, or 2 years ago, and it was really cool. He gave us a tour of the whole place that they have, where they show us where they make it, and they told us how they get animated and all the cool things about the show.
Oh wow! So what's next for you? You have another book already that you want to put out. Is there anything amazing that'll be on your list of accomplishments in a year or two?
I'm not sure, but I'm still thinking.
Well, the way you write, though, you are really making this intriguing for the other young readers to really venture off into parts unknown. They might not have even considered a career in space or science or anything like that. And through the writing of this book, you've made it intriguing for them to say, hey, maybe this is something I would like to do.
There you go.
What was that again?
He didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've really made this, with your book, you've really made it intriguing for the other young readers because you're really giving them an opportunity to go out of the comfort of their own backyard and to be able to venture out into the realms of space and things like that. And they won't be afraid to ask questions because you've really opened up the possibilities that anything is possible for them in life.
Yep, because when you write, anything is possible.
That's right.
I love that.
The writing is the way things happen. I think you write it down, it'll happen. You just might be going to the moon, Walter. I have a copy. We have 2 copies. Walter sent us 2 copies of his book. The book is called The Kid Who Went to the Moon. So if you would like the copies that we have, we can give away 2 of them, but the rest of us have to go buy it. And Walter's website is spacekidbooks.com. Good morning. You've got one of these too. Who's this? Ken
Smith.
Ken Smith, and you've got one of the books. It'll be waiting for you here at the studio. Do you know where we are?
Yes, I do.
All right, you've got one of them. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And let me give away the other one. Good morning. You've got the other book. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Bob Green.
Hey, Bob. It'll be waiting for you here at the mall. Okay.
Good. I am a grandfather of two kids that are interested in what the subject was, and I think they'll enjoy reading it. So tell him to keep up the good work.
That is really great. That is really great. Thank you, Bob. It'll be waiting for you. And Walt, you know what? It just occurred to me. We speak to a lot of children's authors. Yeah, I don't think you're a children's author. A lot of the authors we speak to who write books for 11-year-old write books that are beneath you.
Yes, very much so.
You've written a wonderful book, and I'm hoping that you're an example of what 11-year-olds are able to do all over the place. Instead of, I think maybe our children's book authors are writing down a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not that they're not well-written books, but anyway, Walter, thank you for being up so early to be with us. Tell your dad thank you for
Thank you so much.
connecting us. Good luck. Please come back anytime. If you're ever in Florida, you're welcome to visit us in the studios.
All right. Thank you, Ray Robin. Harriet and
Thank
Robin.
you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Walter.
you. What a
You're
sweet
joy.
young man. All right, we've got to move forward. We've got to go to Fox News, and then we'll be back. Deal?
Deal.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President Obama sitting down to dinner in Tokyo with the Japanese Prime Minister as he begins his 4-nation Asia trip.
Japan wants him to warn China not to follow Russia's example and try to annex territory such as disputed islands Japan controls. Tokyo wants a statement of commitment to the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty.
Fox Radio's Alistair Wanklin.
For his part, President Obama wants progress in talks on the Free Trade Trans-Pacific Partnership, Japan resisting pressure to accept higher imports of U.S. autos and farm products.
In the South Korea ferry disaster, about 150 people now confirmed dead, another 150 still missing. A judge in Kansas will consider whether the Army private implicated in the WikiLeaks scandal can legally change her name from Bradley Manning to Chelsea Elizabeth Manning. And topping the list of People magazine's most beautiful for 2014, 12 years a slave actress Lupita Nyong'o. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
On March 3rd last year, Henry W. faced his own death with incredible courage. He wasn't in an accident. He wasn't ill. He wasn't in any danger. But he faced this reality head on. If he died, his wife and children wouldn't be able to pay the mortgage, make the car payments, or keep up the life they'd had. His family would lose everything. So he picked up the phone and called AIG Direct. He found out that through AIG Direct, he could get a $250,000 life insurance policy for less than $14 a month. Now, he knows that he's helped make his family's future secure, no matter what happens to him.
Protecting your family with coverage through AIG Direct is fast, easy, and incredibly affordable. Call AIG Direct right now for a free no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you can save up to 70%. Call now. 1-800-733-5621. That's 1-800-733-5621. 1-800-733-5621.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 25th Avenue in Ocala, any Wednesday at 7 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us. For more information, call 804-3700.
Hi, this is Joe from Damage Control Services. Join me Tuesdays at 10:30 when we discuss what to do when your property gets damaged, how to fix it fast, and get back on track. At Damage Control, we specialize in helping home and business owners recover from damage caused by floods, fires, storms, tree damage, mold, and all other insurance-related disasters. So when disaster strikes, big or small, call Damage Control Services. Call me 352-817-6574.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
How good does it get?
Golf has long been considered to be sport's most prestigious game, and WOCA has your connection to everything in the golf world. Every first and third Thursday at 10 a.m., tune in for Let's Talk Golf with your host, PGA professional and teacher to the stars, Jim Beckett, and operations manager for the Links of Spruce Creek South, Darren Irwin, right here on The Source.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Cookies, 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 cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order.
Cookies, cookies,
Yum.
cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
The Great American